One of my favorite games in the last 5 years is Valheim. And I think why I like the game so much is the developers put all of their time, for the most part, into gameplay. There's no voice acting, there's no story. It's just here is an open sandbox, and you as a player go have fun and work your way through these big, huge milestones of goals that are the bosses, right? But you can do that however you want. So you have structure. It's, like kill the first boss, then the second, and the game kind of guides you along, but there's not this forced narrative. There aren't forced cutscenes from a development team that doesn't want to do that. I would love to see a bigger studio with a bigger budget approach a game just like this. I feel like what makes a lot of AAA games bad nowadays is voice acting and narration and a story are being forced into games when the writing team isn't passionate about that story. Certain games that have incredible stories, you can tell that this is something that was crafted out of love, and it was written because the writers care about the story, they care about the characters. But man, nothing bores me to sleep faster than a game that has a story that you can tell they don't care about at all. And they're just like, well, we need to have a story and we need to have certain characters that check off these certain boxes. What I love about Valheim is none of that is there. It's just, do you want to play a fun game? Here's the fun game. Go forth and do what you want. So I would love to see a game like this in the future from a bigger studio that has a bigger budget, because as great as Valheim is, they have like 10 people working on it, and it's taken them 5 years to slowly approach the end of their content roadmap. That if they had just had a team of like 20 or 30 people, they might have been done a long time ago, and we could have had bigger NPC landmarks and other stuff in the game that could have made the world feel a little bit more alive. And that's hopefully what would happen with a bigger studio, is you don't force a story into something that doesn't need a story. You let the player build their own story and create their own story, and just give them the tools to have a lot of fun. And that's what I love about Valheim.